What's going on, everybody? Sorry I say 8 o'clock, but once again, things happen so unexpected. But I'm here. You guys are here. I thank you guys for watching. I see my cousin in here, Shasha. Love you too. Maybe catch you next time. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another exciting late episode of One-on-One Talk with your boy. You already know what it is. Pico the City Brown. That be me. Before we start the show, if you haven't subscribed to the page yet, feel free to run over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell. There we go. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I have shorts coming from these videos I've done already. Marcus, what's good, brother? Always a pleasure to see you on here, man. I appreciate you, bro. You can hit me on Instagram and also TikTok. My Instagram is Pico38. You can hit that follow button on there. You can also follow me on TikTok at Pico City. Hit that follow button as well. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now, before I start, like I always say, man, feel free to hit the like button and feel free to share the content. Don't bother me none, but it makes me look good that you guys hit the like button and share the content so we can get the word out. Now, there's a documentary coming out. I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year. It might come out this year. I don't know. But it's a documentary on something that happened 30-some years ago in the 90s. We all know what it is. We probably, some of us was probably there. Some of us probably seen clips of it. But it's Freaknik. I don't have to explain it because the name pretty much speaks for itself. The name of the place was called Freaknik. Now, they're doing a documentary on it, which is fine, which is cool. I think it'll be great. But we have to play this documentary 50-50. Now you hear a lot of people say, and I'm not saying you hear a lot of women say, I'm just saying you hear a lot of people say that it might not be a good idea to do the documentary. Some people say it might be a good idea to do the documentary because mothers was out there before they were mothers, before their kids were born. So you might see your mom out there shaking her butt in front of 100 guys, or you dancing on the car, or whatever. You might see that. But then again, you might see guys taking advantage of women, which in certain cases, I'm not going to say certain cases, which in cases, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't throw yourself upon nobody if they're not willing to accept what you have to throw upon them. Now, that I will say. But what they're doing now, they're turning the narrative. They're trying to turn it and say, this is how black men react because they're hypersexual. So now they're going to make it look like black men are predators, black men are freaks, black men can't control themselves. This is what's going on. And I was thinking about when I first heard they was doing a documentary, because honestly, I forgot all about Freaknik. It happened so long ago, man. I forgot all about it. I was never into that type of stuff anyway. But when I was going through my social platforms and I saw a documentary about Freaknik, I think it's coming to Hulu. The first thing that hit my mind was they gonna spin it. But I didn't say nothing else about it. It is what it is until today. Word on the street is that they're trying to spend it. They have black guys doing interviews about the show, and they trying to erase the sisters that was out there doing God's know what to who, and just putting all the blame on the brothers. Meaning, men, which is true, men should control themselves around environments like that. No matter what a woman got on, you should control yourself, which is true, absolutely true. But you gotta call it down the middle. So you can't, I'm gonna sneeze. So you can't go around saying, well, hey, guess what? I went to Freaknik. I got drunk and these guys took advantage of me. Or I said yes, but then at the same time I turned around and said no. Everybody don't cut off to your switch. I know It's crazy, and no does actually mean no, fella. So if you're out there, believe me, hear me when I say this, no means no. But everybody's not cut on that same type of switch. They never was, and they never will be. But if you're going to do this, like I said, call it down the middle. Was the brothers wrong? Yes, they were. Were the sisters wrong? Oh, the flashlight is on. There we go. Was the sisters wrong? Yes, they were. So you can't just make a documentary and just going to pinpoint people that did crazy stuff and try to give them jail time now. Get a women jail time too, because temptation is so pleasing, lust is never fulfilled. These are the things that we miss. So in other words, what they're pretty much saying is, the women, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Y'all can dress like this. Y'all can twerk in front of hundreds of guys. Y'all can dance on people's cars. And God know what was going on out there. But the guys, we're going to put the blame all on you because y'all was in an environment and y'all should have maintained yourselves. Once again, which is absolutely true. But everybody don't think like me or some of the guys on here or some of the women on here. Everybody don't have a selfless mind. They don't. So if you got to dish it out to both. But they're trying to turn. They're getting people to say, well, black men was out there. We ain't blaming the women. We blaming the men. No. If I go up to the store right now and buy full raw steaks and go to the jungle, go to Africa. Now, if I go to Africa and buy full raw steaks and tell them to drop me off in the jungle with some of the fiercest lions and the hyenas, and they say, okay. And I throw the steaks out there and they finish the steaks and they turn and look at me and say, hey, you know what? I'm still hungry. Let's eat this guy. Whose fault is it? Is it the people that took me out there with the lions, or is it my fault that I stayed and thought those lions weren't going to do nothing to me? It's my fault. So that's what I mean when I say you gotta play at 50-50. Women, y'all have to hold yourselves accountable for going out there, being in a situation like that, because you know things will happen. So don't get around and say, well, I can do this or I can do that and walla walla wah, and expecting it to, you always gonna come out without a scratch. No, life don't even work like that. It never worked like that, and it never will work like that. So we can say all we want. So the thing is now, and I'm not, I take that back. I'm not going to say the thing is now. The thing is to make the black man look like he's more crap than he already is. That's what it is. And people say, hey, you had Asians out there, you had Mexicans out there, you had Puerto Rico, you had all type of nations out there. I can't speak for them, because a lot of people will say, well, a lot of black women will say, hey, well, guess what? They do it too. I don't care about them, just like they don't care about me. So why would I care about them? I'm talking about my black sisters. Like I always told you, I nominate myself to talk about my sisters, just like they can nominate themselves to talk about me. I can't talk about another race. I would never talk about another race. So, by that being said, call it down the line. Well, you know what? We did this documentary. She was wrong, just like he was wrong. How many women went out there willingly, had on provocative clothes, had on God knows what, and willingly gave their bodies to men. And then when it was over, they came home with a guilty conscience and thought about it and flipped the script and say, hey, they raped me. Because if you're a woman, all you have to do is say the great word. It's like Beetlejuice. You say it 3 times, the police gonna pop up. And it's my word against yours. Your Honor. Well, guess what, officer, Your Honor? I ain't even did nothing. Nope. No, homie. She said it. You gotta go. So where's the justice? What's the justice? You knew what you went out there. Like I said, the name speaks for itself. You know what you went out there to do. You know what you went out there to do. The name is in the name, Freaknik. You going out there, ain't nobody was out there holding hands, singing Kumbaya or passing out flyers, Jehovah's Witnesses or Bibles. It wasn't that kind of show. It wasn't that kind of show, man. So Now the thing is, when this documentary come out, watch how bad things get. Watch out. Just sit back and watch the fireworks, people. Watch how bad it get. Guarantee you, it's gonna get bad. Because now we have to. Now the black man is the center of attention. All the blame's got to be on us. Well, you know what? No means no. Like I said earlier, yes, no means no. Well, just because she woo that, hey, you didn't have to touch. All men don't think like that. Some men will look at a woman and say, hey, guess what? There go an easy victim. Whether we like it or not, I'm not trying to be harsh on nobody or hurt nobody's feelings, but it's time to wake up. As a nation, it's time for us to wake up. Because every time something goes wrong, we point our hand. Well, they point their hand at the black man. They point their hand at the black man. So what can you do about that? There's nothing you can do. Who's this? I have no idea who that is. So it's pretty much is what it is, man. Hold on a second. Let me cut this off. My phone is vibrating like crazy. Oh, can y'all still hear me? I hope y'all can still hear me. Hear me. I said hear me. So there we go. Wait a minute. There we go. All right, cool. As I was saying, it's not about just the black man now. Black women, y'all need to start thinking, looking in the mirror and saying, hey, you know what? We can't make this without our brothers, and brothers, we can't make it without our sisters, but they put us against each other. Now, guess what? Something happened that I said was going to happen a long time ago. Nobody believed me. But now it's here. There we go. Now it's here. They always saying, well, you know what? Black man, this, that. You point down at your women. It's not really us that do that. Now, there are a handful. Is there a lot? Yeah. But guess what? Other races already know, hey, you go to a black woman, she going to give you sex easy. And you give her some money, she's going to do anything she want to do. Give her some money. Oh, yeah. You go to the black community. I mean, go over to the black community. You'll find somebody out there twerking. This is how other races look at us. This is how other races look at us. If the women are the nurturers of the world, it's time for y'all to get y'all freaking act together. Because, brothers, we've been down for so long. We've been called no good niggas and deadbeat dads and this guy's this and this guy's that. He's a screw up, he's this and that. But now that the monkey flipped the switch and you get to see people for what they really are and you say, hey, guess what, black woman? Y'all not as clean as everybody thought y'all was. Now it's, how dare you say that? You can't say this to me. I'm grown. Yeah, I'm grown too. But I know my limits. I'm not going to go out there and present myself as a fool. Because monkey see, monkey do. That's why you can't tell people nothing. Because people want to do what they want to do. Why is it like that? I don't know. Low self-esteem? Maybe. So, back to what I was saying, this whole narrative is finna turn around. You know what, you ain't even gotta go to Freaknik. You hear it almost every day outside in the streets. What did you do? I was on my way home today and there was some people, because, you know, everybody's doing podcasts and stuff now. So I just sat back and watched the show. With some white guys, they were down there. There was action women just walking around with their little phones or microphones, whatever, just asking women, what is a role that a man should play? All of them said the same thing, which is fine. Provide, take care of the kids, bring the check in, And so the guy was like, so if he's doing all that and y'all want to go out and you have and I just did this yesterday and it happened today and you want to go out and he say, sweetie, you can't wear that dress. It's too provocative. What would you tell him? Most other women, it was 7 women over there he was talking to. Most of them, before he got the sentence out, they're like, we can do what we want to do. And these were black and white women. We can do what we want to do. Those days are over. The old days are dead. No, the old days was never dead. The old days kept everybody in check. Now don't nobody want to be in check anymore. No, you can't wear what you want to wear. You can't do what you want to do. If you're in a relationship, you gotta respect that dude, ladies. Especially if you marry, you have to respect your husband. That is biblical. That's law. I don't make the rules. I don't. So you can't get mad at me for that. But now is I can wear what I want to wear. And these ladies have kids, and when their kids grow up, guess what? They have that same mindset. I can wear what I want to wear. So who really wins? Nobody. But they always say, you know what? Hey, black men, y'all need to get yourself together. Why black men don't want black women no more? Take a look in the mirror and say that. Not all of y'all, but majority of the black women, you guys are done. You're done, man. It's crazy. It's got to be like that. I see it every day, all day. When I'm at work and I'm coming home on the bus, or I'm outside or something, coming home on the bus, you have these sisters, these teenage girls, to about 23, 24. You should hear how they talk on these buses. They have no secrets. They telling you what they finna do to the guy when they get there. How many pennies they finna suck on. They have no filter. And these women have kids. Remember the psychiatrist that lost her job? I'm quite sure everybody remember that. She lost her job. I can't remember her name. She did something on one of those social media platforms, and they sent it and they fired her. I think she was showing her booty or something like that, and they fired her, and she blamed it on the black men. Now she make a video saying, I got a big vagina. My vagina big, it's wet, it's juicy. What's for dinner? This vagina. This is the stuff that I be talking about. So you can't sit up and say, well, you don't know what you know what you're talking about. It's like I told somebody a long time ago. They say, hey, why you don't talk about the men? I said, you know what? When I see it, I'll talk about it. I don't see much about men like that. We know the basics. Brothers killing each other, which is a sad situation. I've had countless shows on that. Brothers need to stick up and raise their kids right. I've had countless shows on that. Stop having all these kids you can't afford. I had countless shows on that. But you never heard of me, and I said this yesterday, every time I have a show about a brother, you never heard a brother come on my podcast and say, well, the women do it too. I haven't seen one yet. But notice when I talk about the ladies, and then when the truth hurts and it burns, what do they say? Well, the men do it too. Not talking about the men, I'm talking about you. But they say, brothers, we don't hold ourselves accountable. Yeah, brothers do admit when they're wrong. How do I know? Because I'm a brother and I talk to other brothers, and I've heard brothers say, man, you know what? That was bogus as hell. Not yet have I heard a woman say that. But these are the people that's raising our children, people. Monkey see, monkey do. You can't get mad at me if the truth hurts. If the truth hurts, it's supposed to hurt. That's why they call it the truth. It's supposed to burn. It's supposed to make you feel like this, must make you feel this big. It's called truth. When you accept your faults and you accept your flaws, then you can work on being better. But if you run around pointing the fingers at your girlfriends and say, well, I ain't as bad as she is. You hang with them, you're just as bad as she is. That's like me walking down the street and somebody say, Pico, how long you been knowing these guys? Well, I've been knowing these guys for 5 years. Do you know all 6 of them guys you walking with? They're pedophiles. And I say, oh, well, they ain't never touched my kids. I'm going to keep walking with them. What do you think people are going to say about me? He must be one too. You know what, Marcus? I don't know. I just heard so much about it. I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year because, Freaknik was a big thing and it's going to be a while. So I don't know if it's coming out this year, but I know it's coming. I think they said it's coming to Hulu. So now, what do you do about the documentary? Now they got to watch this show. Was it some stupid acts going on, some selfish acts and men raping women? Yeah. I've heard this years ago. Yeah, men was actually forcing themselves upon women, and that's got to be the most stupidest thing a man can ever do. The stupidest. You out there doing that, you might as well be able to face the jail time. And I'm not a feminist. I'm not. But I am on a woman's side when it comes to a situation like that. Put them underneath the jail. Throw away the key. No, because no woman should have to go through that type of drama or trauma. She shouldn't. If you can't control yourself as a man, don't go to situations. Now watch this, what I just said. Now, if you can't behave as a woman, don't go to certain situations because you know the outcome. You know the outcome. That's like, I go to a strip club. Me, Ken, what's good, man? Me, Ken, Marks, and go to a strip. They come pick me up. Pickle, let's go to a strip club. And I'm like, all right, cool. Man, we go there. I walk in there and start passing out flyers for church. And I'm like, home, bro, you know what? No disrespect, but this ain't the place for that. And the strippers up on the pole dancing and sliding down poles and dropping us like it's hot and do it. And I say, can I have a minute? When you come down, can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? It's not the place for that. So why put yourself in situations you're not ready for? I mean, these women were butt naked. I mean, not butt naked. Well, some of them probably were. These women were half naked. And if you can be naked like that in front of a camera, you have no morals for yourself. They don't care. Just like you see out in the street in 2023. Or rap videos. If you have to bend over and shake your butt, and you know kids is watching, guess what? That moment in the Sweet Note part, your mom is watching, your dad's watching, and your auntie's watching, your son's probably watching, your daughter's watching, but you do it and you say what? I did it because I got to feed my family. You're an idiot. Because most people, when you're in that life, you don't want a regular 9 to 5 because the money come every 2 weeks. You can make that just like that. So we got a lot to answer for. So when they come out, hold everybody accountable, the men and the women. Hold them accountable. Yep, guess what, bro? You was bogus as hell for that. Yeah, you know what? You bogus, dude. You bogus. You foul for that. You're a low life. You're a scum rash. Come here, sweetie. This is you on this video. You got all little clothes on. You bogus as hell for that too. But for some strange reason, women get slaps on wrists for being half naked. I have no idea why is that. If you got a boyfriend, you got a husband, you want to swing off a freaking chandelier butt naked, knock yourself out. But you never exploit what you got to the world. And if you sit down and you try to tell them, they look at you like you speaking another language. Everybody got the same excuse. I'm grown. No, you're not. You're not. Because grown people don't act like that. They don't act like that. Why is it like this the way it is today, man, in 2023? I have no idea. But believe me, they're going to try to flip the script. Watch what I tell you. You should be able to control yourself. It ain't the women's fault. They can dress how they want to dress. And you know you're not supposed to dress like that. That's common sense. It's common sense. No, I might not do it. I can say one walking down the street half naked. I might not do it. Or I might not even say nothing when I'm talking about the graping part. Ain't no might about it. I'm not going to do it. But guess what? Everybody don't think like me. You can walk past a whole bunch of guys and you half naked. And they already plotting. Okay, when she walk down that way, do go around the way, snatch in the alley or something like that. There you go. It's your fault. It's your fault. So until we cross the bridge and main that gap, we're gonna forever be lost. And it's not just me. I'm talking to my sisters out of love, out of respect. Get your act together. You don't have to do that. Other nations look at you and talk about you, and they really mean what they say. What do they say? Hey, black women ain't nothing but dogs anyway. If you want to have your way with them, guess what you do? Buy them a ticket to Dubai. Everybody know what goes on in Dubai. Everybody. So who discriminating who? Am I making you look bad, or are they making you look bad, or are you making yourself look bad? You're a fool to go over there. You know what they do to the black women over in Dubai. You know that the secret is already out. But if I say something, you can't say that to me. But you go over there and let them guys have their way with you and put feces all on you and crap all in your mouth and spread it all around you, and they give you $2,000-$3,000 or $5,000-$6,000. But that's not disrespect. They have you walking around with chains and stuff and calling you a black whore and black bees and do this and do that, and you do it. But that's not not disrespect. But if I say get your life together, you ain't got to do this a better way. Oh, how dare you say this about women? You disrespecting us. Come on, man. It's as clear as day as night. This is what happened when you think everything you do is good. All because you have a child. It just don't make sense. Oh, I got to feed my baby. How many times we heard that through strippers? How many? Oh, I'm only doing this so I can pay for college. You out of college, you're still on the freaking pole. Because it's fast money. And I'm not knocking nobody for doing what they do. I'm just saying, be accountable for the things you do. Be accountable for the things you do. It's real simple and it's real easy, man. You don't have to exploit yourself. There's a this is funny, I'm gonna say this, but there's a scripture in the Bible, I think it's 2 Timothy if I'm not mistaken. And these are the words he wrote in the Bible. It's best to live in the corner of a roof. He didn't say the corner of a house. He didn't say the corner of an attic. That's the corner of a roof. That means you have to go outside and hop on the roof and go to the corner. He said it's best to live in the corner of a roof than to be in a house with a silly woman. That's where you get the phrase house of silly women, because women kick up too much crap. This has been going on ever since God talked to Moses. This ain't nothing new. It's better to live in a desert. A desert, there's no water, there's no food. Tend to be in a house of a nagging woman. You're not women, you nag people too much. And y'all think it's cool, but it's not. Because the minute you nag, see, the thing is, people don't take time out and read scriptures. They just say what the next person said. This stuff is already written down for a reason. And guess what? Although Timothy then wrote the Bible, they was getting messages from the Most High. They didn't just put it down like, oh, you know what, I'm going to throw this down there, blah, blah, blah. No, it didn't work like that. So if you're going to be a woman, you claim to be a woman, be a woman. Because women don't wear that type of stuff. Real women don't shake their butts. Not like that in front of any. Where's the shame? Y'all go to clubs, you don't even know, half of the people y'all know, it's a lot of new faces, you bend right over, show your butt, because guess what? You're showing them your brain. That's what you're showing them. You think with your butt. So you have kids, and your kids grow up, and they'll show their butt. That's why you have so much anarchy when daughters and mothers get around each other, and they always argue. Have anybody ever stopped to notice that? Have anybody ever stopped to notice that? Take it the way you want to take it. Because you're here to be their mother, not their best friend, not their dance partner, not their club partner. You're here to be their mothers. I'm not saying don't go out with your kids. No, but do it respectfully. Both of y'all walking out the house with short dresses on and y'all breasts halfway sticking out. Where's the role model in that? What's the role model in that? So if they did it back then in 1990, in the 90s when Freaknik hit, 30-something years then passed, and they still doing it to this day, and you can't tell them a damn thing because they think they know everything. And they really don't. So who you gonna convince? You can't convince me. You got to convince yourself. There's nothing wrong with change, black woman. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not. The people that we had, they all said the same messages. They hated Kevin Samuels for what? I don't know. But guess what they say? Well, I don't like him. It's because the tone. And like I said before, the same, you say you don't like him because the tone. He don't know how to talk to women. He disrespectful. And the guys you have call you all kind of names and you say nothing. You don't say nothing. But see, this is the part that they missed when KS was alive. Now, they seen all his videos. They seen all the little clips, which is fine. People going to say what they want to say. But nobody resurfaced the video clip when he told everybody, hey, I know I'm a piece of crap. I don't hate my sisters. I don't hate my sisters. I say what I say out of love. I want to see all of y'all married and live a happy life. I love my black sisters, but nobody says that. Yeah, he said it. Go look it up. But they just take the negative part. Kevin Samuels ain't saying nothing nobody else ain't said. He's not. He's tell you, black woman, guess what you got to do? If you want this criteria of man, you got to work out. You got to lose weight. You got to do this because don't nobody want no whale pigs or plus size women. Everybody don't want that. And they say, well, take me as I am. No, you don't have to take nobody as anything because they sure in the hell ain't going to take you for what you are. They're not. So that was a lie. That was a lie. Everybody can have preference, but in black women's eyes, black men can't really have a preference. They say, I want a man to make this, I want a man to make that. I want him to be 40 feet tall. He got to have a humongous freaking penis. He got to penetrate me from here to the cows come home. And that's what I'm looking for. Okay, brother. Yeah, you heard what she said. What do you say about her? Well, you know what? She cool people. She look good, but she can lose weight a little bit. How dare you say that to me? You hurt my feelings. That's why men ain't nothing. All the man said was you can lose a little weight a little bit. That's all he said. And you know you need to lose weight a little bit. But that's what I mean when I say black men never had a preference. They never did. Not when it comes to sisters. You know it's bad when you have sisters that's waking up and condoning and condemning their own sisters. That's bad. That's bad. I don't know. But we'll see when the documentary come out. They're going to twist. I'm telling you now, they're twisting it because they're trying to make it seem like it's the man's fault. It's not my fault that you dress like that. I didn't buy it for you. And the men that do buy they stuff like that for women, y'all need to get knocked upside the head because you know she's going to wear out. You know she's going to get attention. Well, they can look, but they can't touch. Suppose somebody do touch her. What you gonna do? These cats out here carry 5, 6 guns. What you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. You can try it, but ain't nothing you can do. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I don't know. My black sisters gotta wake up. I'm not going to call them my black queens because they don't deserve that trial. I don't do the black king and queen thing anyway. Everybody wants to be called a king and they're not fit. Everyone wants to be called a queen. They're not fit. So you're just a black woman to me. Until you prove me wrong, then I'll call you that. I guess I won't ever call you that. Now, the stuff I say on this live, what I say on this live today, 2 things can come out of it. Either you can take what I said and work with it and say, you know what, I heard this show. Some of this stuff do fit me. I need to change my ways. That's 1. And 2, you can take it and say that he go talking about women again. Knock yourself out. It hurts me not. I love my black people. I love my black brothers. I love my black sisters. I want to see all of us prosper and make it in this God-forsaken world now. But you can't make it if you keep telling people to shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Be quiet and listen for a change. That's why God put man in charge, and somebody will take that and flip it around the wrong way. He put men in charge because men know the way. You need a strong-minded man for this world out here, sisters that say, I don't need a man, I can make it. You can't make it on your own. This is 2023. About time 2030 gets here, it's going to be damn near impossible to walk down the street. Then what you going to do? All those men that you said you don't want, I don't want him, he don't do this, he don't do that, you're going to be begging for them to come back because it's finna get rough. It's finna get rough out there. It's already rough. But the thing about getting rough, you can always put an ER on. It's going to get rougher and it's going to get tougher. What was that? What was that, Marcus? I posted 2 videos of my story that are very important to show 2 generations of women. These 2 women mindsets are similar and problematic. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Some of them you can help. Some you're not going to help because they're not going to change. They're not going to change. You got women that's 50, 60 years old still out there trying to compete with the young sisters. Dude, you're lost already. You can't compete with these girls. You got women that's trying to get, like I said, trying to get the young men at the clubs. That's all at the clubs. Ain't nothing but a hotline to sex any freaking way. And they wonder, well, why I can't meet a good man? Because you met him at a freaking club, moron. You met him at a club. He just got through dancing on 5, 6 women, probably took 2 to the bathroom, and that's what you want to be with. We're always going to get looked over. Good, decent men, very few black women want a good, decent man. It's so bad they will turn a young dude knowing he can't give her what exactly, man, exactly, because it's all about money. But when I talk about shows like this, they want to get mad at me. For what? If you're a woman like you think you are, you should be on my side saying, you know what, Pico, you right. We messed up. We need to change ourselves. We need to go show these young women it's not about money. It was never about money. Oh, he don't make enough of me. One girl said, my man, if I want to marry a man, and they paused the video, they were like, why she gonna say 100,000 or 200? She says $650,000 a year. Who the hell makes that much money? A black man makes that much money a year. And the ones that do make it, they don't want you. What they gonna do with you? Instead of sitting there like our parents did and worked it out, like I said before, when our parents was married, mine and a couple of you guys, parents were married, what was the main story they always told us? It wasn't no, man, I wouldn't get your woman, your wife, your mama if I ain't have $500,000 in my account. No, they say they started off poor. They start off poor. But now, in these days and age, people want it the fast way. They start off poor, man. We didn't have nothing. That's what they say. Well, when I was your way, I didn't have nothing. I worked the job. I was getting 15 cents an hour, or whatever how much they was making back then, $3 an hour. They worked together. They work together. Now he got to make Michael Jackson money. Oh, soon it's gonna be like, I want a man that got gold bars in his basement. So if you don't have gold bars, you don't have. I can't give you my time. What did God call them? House of silly women. Y'all expectations are too high. It's okay to have a preference, but your expectations are way too high. Way too high. But this is the world we live in. That's why people look at our black women, our black sisters, and say, you know what? They ain't nothing. They don't want to do nothing but show their butts all day, smoke weed all day, buy weave all day, wear eyelashes all day. And I'm not talking about the ones that wear, I'm just saying, they spend $400-500 on a freaking weave, man. See, it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. Now I can see if you got a hair disease. I get that. Oh, cuz this ain't even the surface. It's gonna get way worse. It's gonna get way worse. But These are the same women that say, hey, black men don't support us. Black men don't respect us. Black men don't protect us. Why? You answer your own question when you put those clothes on. You look in the mirror. You know when you look in the mirror, you put those provocative clothes on, you know what you say? Well, I don't get no protection today. Why would I put my life on the line for something like that? Why? It's sad because I'm 48 now. Times changed so fast when I was in my 30s to 40 now. I'm 48. I've seen so much negativity in the world. And that comes from the brothers and the sisters because nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to listen because everybody think they're grown. They can make grown decisions, but age don't make you grown. It never did. It's the things you do in life that carries you to have that can make you carry that cross of being an adult. You know how many grown idiots we get out here in the world? It's a lot of young brothers, but you got a lot of old ones too. Stupid, just stupid for no reason. Man, you 50 something years old, you still hanging on the corner talking about you finna do this and do that. Man, dude, you're a grown man. You can't take 50 years in jail. You already 47, 48. You get locked up, they give you 50 years, either you gonna die in that boy, when you come out, cars and stuff gonna be flying. But everybody wants to be bad. Oh, I can do this, I can do that. I wish a nigga would. My brother always told me something, it's funny, but it was true. He told me, don't care if you're walking down the street and people got guns. You can have a Glock, you can have a 9mm, you can have a shotgun, you can have a Desert Eagle. I can have the same thing. Or I can have a 38. You can have all of that. He always said, it all depends on who's the fastest with the trigger. So you can have all those big guns. I can have a 38 and do something and you're gone. But we brag on stupid stuff. You see the guys making rap videos with these big old freaking barrel clips and banana. For what? And you wonder why other races look at us and say we scum of the freaking earth. And guess what? These boys, since the man is out the house, these boys that make these videos, guess what they got? Mamas. And they mamas approve that stuff because money's coming in. And then when something happened to your baby boy, you want to get on the news and say, oh, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. He was a straight A student. Yeah, but he was a gangbanger, lady. Let's just be honest. He probably unalived a couple of people because what goes around comes around. It's got to stop. If a man ain't in the house, guess what? You still make it bad on yourself because you ain't teaching him no better if he was at the house. You say you can do it on your own. The man at the house, that don't mean you can't raise your kids right. That don't mean that. I know a lot of women, single women, that raise their kids right, and their kids grew up to be very successful. Not even successfully. They grew up with sense. I know a lot of them. But guess what? That little percentage, that's just a little one. You have a bigger percentage of people that don't give a damn. So you got to look at it like this. Let's just be honest. We're going to be honest about it. We're going to call everything down the middle. Man gets a girl pregnant. Man leaves. One, crappy thing to do. You don't run out on her. You got her pregnant. If everything is going right, you stay there. You work on your kid. Even if y'all go y'all separate ways, still raise your kid. Now, this is the funny part now. Catch me because it's going to get tricky. Let me sit up. Let me take a drink. And check this out. You have a kid. Y'all go y'all separate ways. Father lives somewhere. You live somewhere. Kid get the nourishment from the father. He runs it down. How this gonna be? Blah blah. This and the other. Kid goes home. Mama's on a different platform. When that kid grew up, by mama not being on the same platform you was on, kid grew up to get out of hand. Guess whose fault that is? It's the mother's fault. Y'all should have been on the same page. Most women aren't on the same pages with the father because they say, you're too hard on the kids. No. I am glad And if he was here, and if she was here, my parents, if they was here, I would go tell them right now, I am so glad y'all was hard as heck on me. Because if you wasn't, I'll be out there just like them. But they was hard on me. They was hard on all of us. I'm still here. I live a good life. I'm pretty much happy all the time. I love my children. But it's the love that they had for me that showed me the way to go, because they already knew, guess what, baby? Mom and daddy's not going to always be here. And I tell my kids the same thing. I got to get old. Your mama got to get old. If God allow it, I got to turn 80, 90 if he allow it. I'm an old man now. It's what I teach you is going to get you through the next day. So, hey, it is what it is, man. But if you drop the ball and he say, hey, I told you I didn't want Lisa having a boyfriend till she got out of school. When you turn around and say, well, she's a kid. She's got to go through it anyway. You drop the ball. Because parents are supposed to be on the same page when it comes to raising kids, because once they get up in the streets, raise them, it's hard to get them back. You drop the ball, man. So you don't have to be in the same household. Long as the message is coming through and you telling the truth, that woman should be right by your side. You heard what your father said. Or, hey, you heard what your mama said. But once y'all start going against each other, mama said I can have a boyfriend, or mama said I can have a boyfriend at 15. What? And about time you find out, because they had everything from you, because they know you're going to snap. Well, there you go. Birds of a feather flock together. So, to end it all, once the documentary come out, let's see if they're going to call it down the middle. Because in my eyes, the brothers that was there, the sisters that was there, they both were wrong. So it can't be, hey, she wore this because she wanted to. No, she was wrong. There's certain things you don't do when you're a woman. There's certain things you don't do when you're a man. Both of y'all are wrong. The documentary should be real short. They should get together and say, you know, we made this documentary. We interviewed some people that was there. We interviewed him. We interviewed a couple of ladies. We interviewed a couple of guys. We both came to an agreement. We heard y'all's story. Both of y'all was wrong. You should have moved what you had on. Man, you should have kept your hands to yourself. Good night. Show's over. But now it's time to play the blame game. And it's always going to be the blame game. Men should do this. Men should do that. We hear it all the time. Y'all providers, I just said this, provide what? Protect what? You can't even protect yourself. Every time if you're in a relationship, wife or girlfriend, every time you go out and you wear something provocative or disrespectful, you're disrespecting that man. I don't care what no woman tell you, because women stick up for each other. You are disrespecting that man. And the minute somebody says something like, oh man, girl, you thick as hell, or what you say? Who you think you're talking to? Guess what? Newsflash, I'm talking to you. You the one got the clothes on, so I'm talking to you. Or walk past and bow, slap you on the butt. What you do that for? And then a boyfriend, he like, man, what you touching my girl for? Man, shut up, man. You ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, what? And y'all get into a fight. Next thing you know, bow. They run off. Your boyfriend landed in a puddle of blood. All that could have been avoided if you was dressing respectfully. So that's one of the reasons why guys don't protect women anymore, because it's a life and death situation. Nobody wants to get unalive over stupid stuff. That's stupid. Just take it off. It's easy. But I can wear what I want to wear. You can't. This is an evil world we live in, people. You can't do the things you used to do 20 years ago, 10 years ago, because every day the world gets more wickeder and wickeder. Wake the heck up. You can't do that anymore. They go to the store and shop, and oh, girl, he gonna like, no, not he. I'm finna tie it down, and you put the clothes on, you like 60% naked. You got a shirt on, and the cut is so deep. If you cough, your nipple gonna pop out. But by me being a man, I can't say nothing about it because that's your body. Yeah, it is your body. I'm trying to make it so that you will continue to have a body. Because if the wrong person said they're going to catch a body, it's common sense. So me, I don't deal with women like that because I already know there's going to be trouble one of these days. One of these days. And to the guys out there, please, 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 I beg of thee, leave those type of women alone. Because like the Lord say, house of silly women, they will never, ever, ever learn. They will get you unalived. Women, leave these stupid, no good dudes alone. You know they're Pookies and Ray Rays. But for some strange reason, chicks dig scars. Why? I don't know why they like the bad boy. Well, actually, I do know why they like the bad boy. I told y'all this before. Women like evil boys because they're evil. Not all women. I'm not talking about all women. There's a lot of good host women in the world. God knows there is. That's why they like the abusive man that want to beat the crap out of them, and they still be with them. It's common sense. It's common sense. Leave. Oh, I'm scared to leave. Well, girl, he love me. That ain't love. Love hurts, but it don't supposed to hurt like that. So you want people to throw a pity party for you. No. If I was a judge and I made laws and you was in a domestic relationship and you didn't get out and we told you to get out a whole bunch of times, you went to the station, we're like, hey, leave him alone. Your friends say, leave him alone, and you still with him for all these years, and you come back. What you in for, Miss Jackson? Oh, my husband, he beat me again. Okay, let's check your record. Oh, he did this for 3 years and you didn't learn? Go back to him. Go, because that's where you want to be. So go. That's where you want to be. So when you do that and you stay for a while, you stay that long, and God forbid you have enough courage to leave, the next man you get, now you skeptical about him. He might beat my butt. You did that to yourself. It just don't make sense. If I'm with a woman, it could be my own girlfriend. And if she ever raised her fist up to me or hand and hit me with her fist or anything, I will never hit her back because it'll be a slaughter. I'm out. Just like that. I'm not finna say, no, why you do that? You broke my jaw, my teeth is in my tongue now, and all is well, I forgive her. No, because 9 times out of 10, she might do it. No, she's going to do it again. So guess what? I'm throwing up the peace sign. I'm like Patrick Swayze. I'm a ghost. I'm gone. So why come y'all can't do it? Because you like the Farley that you're in. He beat my butt. Just like this girl told me one day, you know what, Pico? I was in an abusive relationship. The man beat the hell out of me, but he had good sex, so I stayed. How dumb is that? So you're going to let sex determine if you're going to wake up the next day? I don't think so. I don't care how good your sex is. You punch me, I'm leaving. Simple as that. Because next time it might not be a punch. It'll be a skillet. Ask Al Green. It'll be hot oil. It'll be hot grits. Then you up the freaking creek. And we turn right back to these silly women and go right back to them. Remember back in the days when the playing field was not level, when it was coming to men unaliving women? You heard that all over the place. Man, he did this, he did that, he unalived her, blah, blah, this, that, and the other, boom, 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 boom. The women ain't caught up. They caught up. So if they ain't caught up, they're not too far behind. Women are unaliving their boyfriends. Women are unaliving their husbands. So now guess what? You can't look at a guy now and say, you know what? I'm scared to be around you. I was watching something on TikTok, and they was asking the guy, would you date? He was like, man, I'm scared to date. They're like, why? He was a big guy too. He like, I'm scared to date. They're like, why? I know you ain't scared. He like, no, I ain't scared of nobody. I'm just scared I might not wake up the next day. He said, because some of these women are crazy. You can't blame them. Women been saying it for years. Nobody said nothing. Now when black men say it, it's, oh, you don't trust us. Hell no. No. Nope. No. Only a handful of women you can trust in this world. Every brother that's out there dating, you're not supposed to trust everybody. You're not supposed to sleep with everybody. Same thing with the black woman. Stop putting your trust in these niggas that you know ain't no good. Stop letting these guys give you babies and you already know he got 6 and he ain't finna be there for the other ones. Stop doing it. Because your vagina not gonna make a man be a man. It's not. So I don't care how good you think you got it. Oh, he gonna be this forever. He gonna be man. We such in love. The baby coming like, oh, I'm out of here. Don't cry. Because he told you what he was gonna be before the baby came. He's not there. He's not there now. He's cheating on you. He's doing all this type of stuff. He's doing God knows what to God knows who. And you say, well, you know what? I think I can change him. That's the problem, because women, you cannot change a man. You can't. So if you think you can, good luck with that one. He's got to want to change himself. You thinking you finna get a Pookie and Ray Ray and turn him to father of the year. Watch what happen. That's what any man in that situation. Any man. To my sisters, stop judging men stop judging men off what they can do in the bedroom. That don't make a man a man. Every man that was born right was born with a penis. All of us. That don't make him a A1 guy because he can get busy in the bedroom. What happens after that? Will he respect you? No. How do you know that, Pico? Because I have friends, and I wasn't always Pico of the Pico y'all see now. I had to grow up too. I had my share of women just like everybody else did. So I think I freaking know what I'm talking about. The thing about me is, if I'm going to talk bad about somebody, I'm going to throw myself in the picture because I'm not perfect either. I'm not going to say all this stuff and say, well, I ain't do that. Marcus did that. I knew Marcus did that. Well, Aisha did that, or Cuz did that, or Brenda Faye. I know. No, I can't do that because guess what? I have to hold myself accountable first. So yeah, I wasn't always a self-centered guy. Back when I was younger, be honest with you, I'm not trying to toot no horns. I was a ladies' man. I was a stone cold ladies' man. I'd had women that people don't even know about. But that wasn't what I was here to do. And out of all of that, me being a ladies' man, guess what happened? It could have been worse. I got 8 kids out the process. I can't blame them. I'm not going to say, y'all set me up. No, I knew damn well what I was doing. So I had to reap the benefits. I had to reap what I sow. I got 8 of them. 6 girls and 2 boys. But God must have had mercy on me because I had no baby mama drama is what they call it. None. So I can't do nothing but give kudos to the big guy. I know I was wrong, but he still had it. He still had his finger pointed at me like, bro, look, man, I'm gonna put you out of this one, but watch yourself. I have no beef with none of them. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because I'm a father before I'm anything when it comes to those kids. So, back to what I was saying. The Freaknik documentary, when it come out, they better do a 50-50 on it. Don't just put it toward the men. Put it toward the women too, because y'all knew what y'all was doing when y'all was out there. The thing is, when the people was in the video, they didn't think it'd resurface and it would make a documentary out of it. Now you finna see your mamas out there, your aunties. Dude, that's your mama. But you probably weren't born, but that's your mama. What? And you out there shaking the fast for no panties and stuff on. What makes you think your kids gonna like watching that? What makes you think that? They're not. And then when a kid comes to you and asks you, stay on my mother fucking business. No, but dude, you ain't even got to talk to them like that. Just be like, you know what, mama was wrong. Yeah, I went out there, mama was young, I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm trying my best now to get that out of my system. It's gone. Matter of fact, it's out my system. My duty now is to raise you with how many other kids you got. I got to be a woman about it. But no, it'll be, I was grown. Look, I went out there to have fun. For what? That's not fun. That's an accident waiting to happen. That's what it is. And if you was a woman like you think you say you are, and you're a man like you think you say you are, you wouldn't have won in the first place. Everybody know what Freaknik was about. Just like I said, it's in the title itself. Freaknik. It didn't say picnic. It didn't say church Nick. It didn't say choir rehearsal. It said Freaknik. So when you go out there, you know what you're going to see. You know what's going to happen. So like I said before, you're trying to convince everybody or you're trying to convince yourself. There's only two directions up on the ladder, man. Either you can go up or you can go down. Now, if you jump off the ladder, there's going to be consequences. You might have a hard fall. You might break your ankle. You might break your leg. You might break your arm. But there's only two directions on the ladder, up or down. This is your boy Pico, man. I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you guys for joining in today. Like I always say, feel free to like the comment. That don't even make sense. Feel free to hit the like button. And everybody that was on my live, hit that like button. Marcus, I appreciate you, brother. Share the content. You can also find me, the people that don't know, that's new to this, you can find me on YouTube at Pico the City Brown, One-on-One Talk, PTSD. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. I'm also on TikTok and I'm also on Instagram. That is Pico38. That's my Instagram. Hit that follow button. At Pico City. That's my TikTok. Hit that follow button. And you know how I always do when I close out the show. Us as a black community, we need to get closer to God. We need to pray more. We need to learn how to forgive each other. Stop holding freaking grudges to each other. Let it go. They don't prosper unless you let stuff go. I don't care if he did something 10 years ago or 10 minutes. Let it go. Same thing with a woman. I don't care what she did 10 years or 10 minutes. Let it go. You have to let it go. Because when you hold on, anger turns to sin, whether we like it or not. That's why the Heavenly Father said, hey, be slow to anger, because he already knows what's going to happen. And then when you got that hate in you, ain't no stopping you. But hey, like I said, hit the like button. Everybody who watched the show, I need you to please hit the like button. And if you want to, feel free to share the content. I like to thank my star supporters. Hey, if you want to send some support to me, hit the stars. I'll accept it. I even take link. Actually, I do need some link. I thought about that. No, I'm just joking. But this your boy Pico the City Brown saying I love you guys, man. You already know how it is. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Without you guys, this wouldn't be a show. There you go. Love you guys, and I'll be back probably Friday because tomorrow my skate night. I ain't gonna do it tomorrow. I'll probably be back Friday with a whole new content for the people that's new. You don't know, but the people that already know how to go on. The new people, if you got something to talk about, if you got something you want me to talk about, and you want to be anonymous, throw it in my inbox. Hey, Pico, such and such, I want to talk about this. I will not say your name. If you don't want me to say your name, send it to my inbox. I'll put the title up of the show, but I won't say your name. But if you don't want to be anonymous, hey, put it on my page and leave a comment. Leave a comment or leave a title like say, can you talk about this or what's your thoughts about it? That's how we do it, man. We got to work together. I love you guys' feedback. I love it. Keep it coming. I love everything about you guys, man. You guys are great. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are wonderful. This is your boy Pico the City Brown from One-on-One Talk. Until next time, take care of yourself, each other. Love each other more. Keep God first and pray more because we need God today more than we need him yesterday. I'm out of here, man. Take care of yourself and each other. Catch you guys on the rebound. Later.